Action. Hey y'all, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Makara Ellis, and if you haven't already, hold on, I don't like that. Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Makara Ellis. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Do I like that? Hold up. Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Makara Ellis. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend what that the juice is over here. I really love saying that, but I think that now that I'm 30, I'm about to stop saying it like that. Like, I want to say it a little bit more like 30-ish. I want to be like, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Makara Ellis. Like, oh, wait. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please tell your friends to join. Okay, wait. Please tell your friends to subscribe. Tell them that the juice is really over here. Hey, y'all. For real. Happy Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. Happy Love Week. I found a little purple, a little pink, little sweater. Just because it's Love Week or whatever, you know. Y'all know, I just be wanting to fit the part. Like, call me Sister Susie Q. Well, I don't want to be Sister Susie Q. Call me Sister Susie Cupid. I'm Sister Susie Cupid today. Because y'all know I'm a church woman, amongst other things. So call me Sister Cupid. Y'all don't pay me no man. I'm just happy it's Friday. I'm just happy that I'm having the... Let's pray. Let's pray so I can get into it. Of how I feel. Everybody close your eyes. Bow your head. Let's get this thing going. Y'all already know how we do. Dear God, thank you for waking us up again. Thank you for keeping us through the night again, God. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for your how your mercy is made new every morning, God. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for comforting us and for giving us all of the fruit that we need, God. Thank you for giving us vision. Thank you for giving us discernment and wisdom and knowledge and understanding in places that we don't even understand, that we shouldn't even understand, because it's just your realm is so big. It's like you still let us in. So we just thankful that you still let us in when we could just really be blinded, you know? We could be blinded by all type of things, but you always open up our eyes. You open up our ears, God. I just ask that you forgive us for our sins. Forgive us for anything that we haven't done in our hearts, that we committed in our hearts before it even came out our lips, God. Please forgive us for anything. God, I'm all tongue-tied. Please forgive us for the way that we have acted towards your people, for the ways that we have shown off when we know we should have been in order. God, forgive us for any wrong thoughts, any lustful thoughts, any thoughts of just that wasn't of you, that wasn't in alignment of you, God. God, I pray for anybody that is suffering, anybody that is going through anything emotionally, financially, spiritually, mentally, God. I just ask that you restore all those areas in their life that they need healing and restoration. God, I just ask that you just keep your rod and your staff with everybody, God, that you open up your portal and your kingdom to all of your kids, God, that who seek you diligently. God, I know that all things can happen through faith and through your strength alone, God. God, I dress my body with the armor. Every day, God, I just pray that as I go out into the streets, that peace follows me, that I walk righteous, that I got my helmet of salvation on, my sword, God, my guard in my waist. Everything, God, I want to be of you. I want to move like you. God, I just ask that as I give out this message, thank you for letting me be one of your messengers. As I give out this message, God, please let it be clear and concise. I don't want my lipstick and my little lip gloss to get in the way, because, you know, I be trying to be cute when I got my little lipstick and stuff on. But God, I thank you. I love you. I adore you. I praise you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, y'all. All right. So, what was I telling y'all? I was telling y'all something. I feel good. Oh, but yeah, this is what I'm about to say. I'm thankful and I'm grateful because, first of all, Mother Nature tried to like come and drop me off a little gift today. So you see, you know what I'm saying? That really is getting on my nerves. But I ain't gonna say nothing, but it is getting on my nerves. So I'm just thankful that I still pushed through and I had the energy to still hop up here. Because for real, it's so easy to just be like, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't feel like doing it. Blah, 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 blah. No, I want to still show up. Even if I don't show up 185, the least I can do is give my 10%. That's the least I can do. So I'm here, y'all, dropping off a deposit from the Lord And I got this morning. We're about to talk about mental toughness. That's a real big thing in the whole world, in the whole life, in your whole everything. You gotta have that mental ability to move forward. Get your notes, get your pens, get everything, because we about to really get into it real quick. This isn't like a maybe. I think this could be something juicy. No, this is something I'm telling you, I know for sure that you gotta have. Like, this is one of the key components that you gotta have to be great. Like, in order for you to be all that you want to be, you gotta have that mental toughness. It ain't even no need to try to act like that anything else is gonna work unless you gotta have that faith, but you gotta have mental toughness, because everything starts in your mind. Your mind is the battlefield. Everything begins in your mind. In your mind is where the negative thoughts come, the self-doubt come, discouragement come, disappointment come, frustration come, sadness come, vulnerability come, weakness come. I just gotta chill. Just all when in your mind is where all of the where the demons just come out and play. For real. That's what the devil idle mind is the devil's workshop. So when your mind is not strong, your mind is on the little weak side, on a weak Richter, that's when the devil can come in and play with you, and he can just start dropping off all these ideas that seem like they're great ideas in real life. They just traps. It's a trap to trap you so that you won't get to where you're supposed to go, so that you can't hear God's voice, so that you can't. So the goal, we always want to be able to hear God's voice. We always want to be able to, when we're navigating through this world and we're going through things, to tune into God. Let God channel his words through you, through his people. The whole, I feel like this, the whole point of life is to walk in your purpose, live strong in your mind so that you can walk powerfully in your purpose and do the things that God has already set out for you to do. Your plan has already been created. The floor plan, the blueprint, all that is already in line. Like, all your footsteps are already in alignment with who you're supposed to be. You just got to have that mental toughness to get to walk on that path that he already has you to walk. I hope I'm making sense, y'all. Like, can y'all tell? I just woke up, so I got a lot of energy right now, and I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? But for real, y'all. So, number one, put yourself in hard situations daily and make yourself overcome them. The only way to get uncomfortable when you're comfortable, or the only way to get comfortable when you're uncomfortable, because it's like this: in order to be comfortable in life and have a comfortable lifestyle and live comfortably in your mind, you have to be uncomfortable. You got to get uncomfortable. You have to do the uncomfortable things. You got to do the stuff that you don't like to do. You got to do the stuff that make you be like, what the you have to do those things. You have to continue to pray. You have to pray daily. You can't just pray today and be like, oh God, I want a Maserati. Think that you're going to get the Maserati tomorrow. It could work like that, but it don't work like that. You got to keep praying. You got to keep having faith. You got to keep, having a firm foundation in your relationship with God. So you have to put yourself in the situations where it's like, I don't want to, like, you might got to take a pay cut at your job. You might have to lose your big house to go back to an apartment so that you can get masses of land. You might have to lose that baby to have another baby by the person that you're supposed to have. Like, these are things that we deal with on the regular. You might have to spend all your money in your business so that you can have a bigger business. It's okay. You might have to invest in so many things that you do not want to invest in. You might have to put your money in places that you don't want to put your money in. You might have to just walk a walk that you don't want to walk, but you got to walk that walk to be comfortable in the long run. You got to be uncomfortable. Right now, I'm 30. I'm 30. I think I'm going to say that all the way till Sunday. You know, like, probably to the end of the month. I'm 30, and what I realized now at 30 that I just didn't realize just like last Sunday, and I just turned 30 on Monday, is that I'm so happy that I'm 30. That's crazy. But for real, what I learned this far is that you have to be aware of your feelings, and you have to tune in, and you have to go through emotions, and you got to feel, and you got to allow yourself to digest what's being given to you. You got to be able to learn how to digest, because if you don't digest the things that's going on, you're going to get weak, because you're going to feel overwhelmed. So you gotta digest everything that's taking place in your life. Anything that takes place in your life, you gotta Okay, you gotta let it in. Well, okay, you let it in. Once you let it in, you gotta let it turn around, swirl around, and do a little, a little dip. You gotta dip it in a little hot sauce, and then maybe you gotta swirl around a little flour with a little egg. Then you gotta put the batter up there, and then you can put it in your mouth. You can eat it. It's like a little piece of fried chicken. Like you can do it, but you have to chew it and digest it first. Okay, you have in order to be strong, in order to be mentally tough. Because it's like part of me want to say tough, part of me want to say strong, part of me want to say mental script. Like, if you want to be mentally tough, every single day that you get up, push yourself to do one thing harder than you push yourself yesterday. If you know reading 5 pages is hard for you, right? Read 6. Read 6, because for real, you're gonna feel accomplished after you read those. And this is my own personal example. Like, I be telling myself, Makara, I'm gonna read 5 pages every day. Sometimes myself be like, Makara, you gonna read 3 pages today. Stop playing. I'll read 3 pages. Some days I'll read 4 pages. Other days I'll read 5 or 6. But I ain't made it to 10 pages yet, because in my mind, it's like, you got other stuff to do. You can't be sitting here all day reading no 10 pages. So it's like, all right, well, at least if you just keep pushing that one thing, you gonna get to 10 pages. Just keep on. I just keep on reading my same little 3, 4, 5 pages. But at first I won't read no pages. So 5 pages and 3 pages and 4 pages is a lot. So I'm reading my pages in my book. And I'm reading my book, and then before you know it, the book is read. Now I done learned all these things, and now I can go and pour it out into other people. Now I can use it to help myself. Now I'm using this as a tool. Now I'm using this book as a resource. So the point, what I'm just trying to make is, push yourself to do what you don't want to do. Even if you don't go all the way, at least just keep doing the thing that started off. So then once you get used to starting off and doing your 3 pages, you can get to your 10 pages. The point of the matter is, because I feel like I'm talking to riddles. The point of the matter is, do hard things daily so you can get to that next phase, so you can get to that next level, so that you can stay in control of your mind. Because that's the point. That's the whole point, is to stay in control of your mind. If you don't stay in control of your mind gonna go right into the ground, and you're gonna go into a war zone. Because that's what we do. We go into these war zones where you go down this loop-de-loop. Like, I can't do it. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm frustrated. God, why? Why me, God? I'm only saying this because I know for myself. God, what is the purpose of this? That's my favorite line. God, what is the purpose? Keep asking God, what's the purpose? Stop doing that. If you stay strong, you stay mentally strong, you ain't got to keep asking God what's the purpose, because He's gonna keep giving it to you. But every time that you doubt yourself, every time that you're not encouraged by yourself, every time you don't let things encourage you, you gonna get weak. You're gonna get weak. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be frustrated all over again. That ain't what we doing. That is not what we doing, y'all. Next, stop accepting the minimum version of you. Why do you keep accepting the minimum version? Like, for real, Makara, why do you keep reading 3 or 4 or 5 pages? Why don't you just straight read 10 pages and call it a day? If you know you got to read the 10 pages, why don't you just go ahead and read the 10 pages? That way, you ain't got to worry about it no more. Like why are you? And that's real. Like, me talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself. This is because it's for real. Ain't nobody exempt from not going 150%. Nobody's exempt from not going 180. If you know you're not going 180, you know you're not going 180. Don't nobody got to drill it in your head. Don't nobody got to tell me if I'm going 180 or not. Nobody got to tell me if I'm going 100 or not. Nobody has to tell me if I'm going 50. I know the speed I'm going. I know my rate. So the question I'm asking you is, what is your rate? What is your speed? How much do you put in no matter what? How much do you put in? It's like your non-negotiable. Like, my non-negotiable, I'm going to drink my 2 shakes, my 2 teas, and I'm going to have my tabs. That's a non-negotiable. I'm going to read my devotion every morning. It's a non-negotiable. Every day, I'm going to check in with my loved ones. It's a non-negotiable. So what are your non-negotiables? Like, stop accepting the minimum version of yourself to where you don't even have something as small as something that you're going to do every single day. Like, don't accept the lowest part of you. You need to always step boldly and proudly and confidently in yourself, and knowing, look, I can achieve my goals. I can be tough in my mind to push more. I want top tier. I don't want minimum. I want grade A. I don't want minimum. I want the best. So stop accepting the minimum version of you. We're violating the covenant of God when we don't live in our purpose. God made a promise to us that we can have the land of milk and honey. We can have everything we want. All He needs us to do is walk in our purpose, fast, live righteousness. Don't break the 10 Commandments. Do the things we know what we're supposed to do. We know the things we're supposed to do. But then when we don't do it, it's like, so you telling me God did all that for us? He died so we can live. He sent His Son so we can be great. And we can't even do the smallest, things. The smallest things. How hard is it really? Like, let's be real. How hard is it really for 3 hours a day, not to eat for 3 hours a day and just pray for 3 hours a day? That 3 hours of praying, maybe once a day, for every day if you wanted to. And imagine that's for 3 hours, and you're gonna get 3 years, 30 years of everlasting, loving, amazing life. And we act like we can't do something as small as fast and pray for maybe 3 hours a day. You don't even got to do it every day for 3 hours, one day a week. You can't do that. And I used to be the type of person, I'm like, I'm going to fast for 7 days straight. I'm going to fast for 5 days straight. And it don't always work like that. But what God did tell me is, listen, your efforts, I see your efforts, my daughter, my child, I see your efforts. So guess what? I don't need you to, maybe you're going to get there, but I don't need you to fast for 7 days straight. I need you to make a small sacrifice and do what you can do and keep pushing it. So that's what I do. I say, okay, so Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, I fast at 2:00. And in them hours, it's like, I know that I got to be praying. I know I got to stay in this spirit. I know I got to stay in that realm of talking to God so that I can get all the clarity I need out of this. Because for real, fasting ain't just not eating so that you can get skinny. Fasting really is praying and having a conversation with God, moving out all of the impurities, moving out all the toxins, moving everything out of the way so that you can have a direct conversation with God. All of this leads to your mental toughness. It ain't really like one little type of formula. The formula is the formula. God, that's it. Like, He's the root, He's the medicine to everything. Like, I'm gonna always tell you, if you need some medicine, it's God. Like, that's it. All your questions will be answered by God. All of your everything will be answered by God. Sidebar, let me tell y'all. So on Tuesday night, I had a dream that I was floating, right? I was floating in some water. I didn't know what was going on. The water was moving, but it won't like real crazy, but it was moving, right? So I wake up on Wednesday morning, and I'm like, well, God, what's that? Like, wait, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was that about? And I know it was me. I seen myself so clearly. I seen who I was like so clearly, but it was like, I didn't have no control because, like I said, I was on the water, on top of the water, just floating on the water. And then my friend ended up bringing somebody to Bible study. She asked her to get baptized. The girl, she wanted to do it, but she was a little skeptical. And it was like God like brought me right around the corner. And when I came around the corner, I heard what he was talking about. I instantly gave her the rest. I instantly started giving it to her, like letting her know, like, look, this. And it's like afterwards that night, later on, we was at my house, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I had an epiphany. God was already showing me what was about to happen. Me in the water, the girl, she was getting baptized. And it also means, I personally believe, it meant God was just letting me know, like, you feel like you just floating, but you're doing more than floating, baby. You surviving. And that's it's okay. It's okay to survive. Like, you're gonna continue to survive. Don't get weary. Don't feel no type of way. Like, you're gonna be okay. But for the girl that got baptized, it's like God was just it's like He always prepares you. He will prepare you for everything. You just don't know what it is at the moment, because of course, so it's just like prophecy sometimes. Like, sometimes it's just like you will have a vision. You will see some things. You will have a dream, and you won't know what it is, but He's already warning you. He's already showing you like what it is. But that's why you have to tap into your prayer life harder, because tapping into your prayer life is going to make so many more things clear. And I'm just thankful that normally when I do have a dream, because I don't have a dream always, but when I do have dreams, they so vivid, and God always revealed them to me within like that week. It's like in that week He always showed me, and for just that alone, that was 24 hours. Not even 24 hours. I'm talking about literally Tuesday night I had a dream. Wednesday night she got baptized, and to see that, it's just like, wow, like, thank you, God. So always fast for that clarity. That's one of the things I always ask God, like, God, please give me clarity. I want to know what's up. Like, I want to know what's up with us. Like, God, you know. That lead me to my next point. Capitalize on your gifts. Whatever your gifts are, you need to capitalize on them. If you know that you a speaker, you a big speaker, baby. Y'all know, like, if you're a big speaker, like, if you know you're a big speaker, speak life, speak healing, speak joy, speak love, speak peace, speak all of those things over all of the people in your life. If you know that you have the power to calm a room down, go into those rooms that seem like they're a little tumultuous, that seem like they're a little uptight, a little intense. Go and calm the room down. That's your gift. If you have a gift of singing, if you're a good singer, why not sing good, holy, great praises of the Lord? Even if you ain't singing for the Lord, use your voice to sing. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to say, use your gift. I got a gift of mercy. Like, I love to help people feel good, and I like to help people know that you can always have a second chance. So when I see people feeling down about or feeling away about something, I'm always pull up on them and give them this mercy that God gave me. Like, that's just one of my things. That's just one of my gifts. I know that when I speak and when I talk out, that I'm talking with substance. I know when I'm speaking, I'm talking out. I know that I'm giving jewels. I'm dropping knowledge that keep getting dropped on me, because I ain't just getting out for myself. Like, y'all see how I keep moving my hands? I feel like I'm big stuff or something. For real. Okay, so yes, capitalize on your gifts. When you do something outside of the norm, of course people are going to give you negative energy. When you do something that's big, when you do something that's not normal, you expect people to understand it. You expect people to be able to. You think people gonna like that? You think people gonna go along with that? You think people going to be like, oh yeah, whoop de doo, whoop de doo? Wait, when I first became an Herbalife nutrition coach, right? Or the distributor, everybody kept telling me how good I look, right? But they didn't trust me to help them. They didn't trust me for real to help them lose the weight that I'm losing. People don't trust you. They're not going to believe that you can do it until you keep doing it. So you got to know whatever that thing is that you do, you got to keep doing it. They know these big backs turning little backs now. Now they running to get a product. Now they know. But before, you think they trust me to help them get what? It don't go like that. People are never going to, when it's a great idea, when it's something outside of the norm, you got to know that you're going to always get a little side eye. You're going to always get maybe negative energy. You're going to always get that. People going to be skeptical. People going to always going to be like, maybe, I don't know. No, keep going. You got to keep pushing. You got to stay consistent. You got to stay determined. You got to continue to push for the things that you know that you can do, that you know that you're capable of doing. Don't let nobody, because they don't know about what they got going on, or because their negativity is so powerful in their world. Don't let that come and affect your world. Wait. Don't let that affect your world. You need to know, no matter what, keep doing what you're doing, because if God gave you a vision to do it, you can do it. But you got to have that mental toughness. We talking about straight being mentally tough. This is a mentally tough season. I'm in a season of having to be strong in the mind, okay? Because if it's like, if you ever feel a little weak moment, and if you ever oblige to that weak moment, you're going to go down a roller coaster of weak, sad, frustrated moments. That ain't what we trying to do. Okay, then another thing. This leads me to another thing. This seeing the invisible. You gotta see the invisible, y'all. You gotta know that what you can't see is the thing that you need to go after. You don't have to worry about what's in front of you. If you keep worrying about what's in front of you, you're never gonna see what's ahead of you. If you keep worrying about what's behind you or beside you, you're never gonna get to see what's in front of you. You have to continue to know and believe that the unseen everything is gonna be made possible for you. The unseen is gonna help you get to the dimension in your life that you want to be. But you got to continue to live off of faith. You got to have faith. You got to know that you will have favor as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're going to have favor. You have to block out that noise. What Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts say? Block out the noise. Leave the noise alone. Remember, all things through Christ can strengthen you and will strengthen you, but you got to stay down. You cannot let negative energy because that is the number one thing that get in your mind when you're trying to succeed, it's the people that are around you. Keep a tribe around you, keep a community around you of people that want to see you win, that people that hype you up, that hold you accountable, of people that tells you, oh, like, so when you ain't did no drop today, when you ain't dropped this week, when you gonna drop? You gotta have people that's telling you, okay, what's up? You went to the gym today because you said you was going to the gym, but you ain't go to the gym. You gotta have these type of people around you. If you don't have these type of people around you, it's even easier to fall in that loop-de-loop hole. Okay. And then that brings me to my last point, y'all, is but it's Second Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 16 through 18. Therefore, we do not lose heart. Even though our outward man is perishing, yet the inward man is being renewed day by day. While we do not look at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal. The things that are not seen are eternal. That vision, you got to have that vision. That vision is going to set you free. Write your vision down. Make your vision clear. You got to know that the things that you see that seem like they all whatever, however they want to act like they want to be, you got to know it doesn't matter. You got to keep going after the things that are unseen because they are already on their way to you. God already has everything in plan, in place, in motion for you. But you have to know that you got to continue to push after them things that seem far away. The stuff that seem more uncomfortable, that's uncomfortable. The stuff that's just making you frustrated. You gotta push towards those things. You gotta keep going. You gotta put all 10 of your toes on the floor, and you gotta push. You gotta stay on your knees always, because you gotta pray. You got to keep that prayer life in order. That small little conversation, not even no small. Excuse me. That conversation between you and God, those conversations between you and God, everything is being put in a vault. It's being put in all your prayers. They're in the vault. And you don't think that God don't hear your prayers. You don't think he don't hear them conversations. You don't think that he's so happy to have a conversation with you. He's happy to have this conversation with you. And all those little visions and all those little missions and goals and endeavors and journey, he's putting it in the vault, and he's pruning you up, and he's getting you ready, and he getting you strong, and he getting your artillery ready. He got his rod and he got his staff, and he getting everything on, you know what I'm saying? And then he gonna just drop all of that on you. Everything will be dropped on you. But you have to remember to keep the vision clear and stay mentally strong. You cannot waver. You cannot waver. You can get sad some days. I always tell y'all this. I'm going to keep telling you this. You can get sad some days. You can be some days. But you got to know, you have to stay mentally strong. You can have a downtime. I was having the craziest, on Valentine's Day, y'all, I was having the craziest morning. Like, my morning was crazy, yo. My morning was crazy. And I eventually as I just got into the spirit, as I just got into the word, as I just went into that realm with God, everything just started, like, just flowing. Everything was just good. But that morning, y'all, I'm talking about, like, my emotions was going crazy. I'm crying. I'm emotional. I'm like, it's just like, but I know that the unseen is the part that I need to keep my vision on, my focus on. I can't see what God has planned for me right now. I don't know what he has planned for me right now. I can't understand it. Sometimes I get tired of waiting on it. Sometimes I be like, oh God, like, oh. But pipe down. Cause like, well, who you piping up on? Who you trying to rush? Wait. So pipe down. And remember that God already has everything that you need planned for you. He has all your footsteps. They already ready. You just got to get ready. You don't, what they say, you don't got to get good to get God. You get God to get good. Like, you just have to really, really, really just get him. Allow him to work through you. Allow him to move inside of you. Allow him into your heart. Allow him into your home and your house. Pray with your kids. Pray for your neighbors. Pray for your church people. Pray for urban. Like just pray. Pray for what you want. There's nothing too big that you can't ask for. It ain't about wanting nothing. Hold up. Let's get that straight. It ain't even about wanting nothing. Pray for the way you want to feel. Pray for the way you want to be. I want to be happy. I want to be blessed. I want to be favored. I want to be a light. I want to add value. I want to be a good decision maker. I want to have good time management. I want to impact masses. I want to be amazing in all things that I do, although I know sometimes I'm going to have to start from the bottom and learn from the bottom to get where I'm going. But you have to pray for the things you want. Pray on the regular. The same way you never miss to open up your Instagram app. The same way you never miss to open up your Facebook and your Twitter or your TikTok or your Twitter or wherever. That's the same way you got to stay down on your relationship with God. And that's the same way you got to continue to feed your mind so you can have that mental strongness, so you can stay mentally tough. Okay? So listen, y'all. Think bigger. Always. That's my last point. Think bigger. Always make sure that you think big in everything you do. Don't think small. Don't think little. Don't think minimum. Don't think mediocre. I need you to always think top tier. I need you to always think grade A. I need you to always think at the top. Be bold and be confident. Because one thing about it, you be humble, but the spirit that God put in you, he put a spirit of confidence in you. He put a spirit of boldness in you because you're his child. So he wants you to walk upright. He wants you to walk like he wants you to walk like that. Like I know who my daddy is, so I know how I'm allowed to walk. I know the things that are promised to me. That's how you got to be. You got to remember that when you dealing with God, when you dealing with the kingdom, when you dealing with him, everything is top tier. So how could you be a child of God and you thinking minimum? You gotta think big. You gotta think big in everything. Even if it's the smallest thing. Always think about detail. Always put detail on top of everything. Make sure that you zone in on detail. Make sure you zone in on the small things so that you can make them big things. Because in that detail, every little detail matters. Baby, let me tell y'all, I was asleep. I was in my mama's bed, knocked out. I was like, all right, I gotta do some content. And I came in here, found this little sweater, put the little lips on to match it. I was like, okay, detail. Daddy on my neck. I put a little bracelet on like I was lightweight. Detail. You know what I'm saying? I put a little foam, a little mousse on my hair. You know what I'm saying? Detail. You gotta pay attention to detail in your life. And when I say detail, pay attention to the way people make you feel. Pay attention to how your energy levels are in the morning versus the night. Because then you can get things done in that time. Or it could be at night versus the morning. You can get things done. Pay attention to how you feel when you eat certain foods. Pay attention to how you feel when you drink more water. Pay attention to how you feel when you walk for 30 minutes. Pay attention to detail so that you don't want to miss a beat. You don't want to miss nothing because you was too busy looking for something that was already in front of you. You don't want to go the wrong way because you was already on the right way, but you didn't pay attention to the details in it. So now all of a sudden you got to stay over there doing what you're doing. You don't want to do that. So anyways, y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I love touching my hair. Y'all know I like doing what I be doing. But I love y'all. Have a great night. Tell a friend that the juice is over here. I feel like it's something that I'm missing to tell y'all. Just love on everybody. Like, it's the love season, you know? It's just the love season. So love on everybody. Love on your loved ones. Love on your people. Don't neglect prayer. Don't neglect self-love, self-care. Don't do that. You know, just be great in everything. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night.